Hi, it's Pastor Andy with the Friday preview, and well, you see I have a Kenya shirt on, so guess what that means? Hub Sunday. This week we are going to continue a theme that we talked about last month for Hub Sunday, and that is building a new orientation around the idea of two words, hope and love. And we're going to do that. We're not going to actually jump out of our series this week. I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach than I might normally do, especially if it had been 6 months or a year ago with our text from Romans chapter 11. We'll be looking at the last set of verses there, beginning in 25 through the end of the chapter, verse 36. And one of the things that this passage really kind of helps us to understand, or should cause us to bring some focus towards, is the idea that we need to be confident. We need to be confident in our faith. We need to be confident in who God is. Be confident in what God has done, what God is doing. But really, we need to be confident about our faith. We can't jump from confidence to arrogance. I mentioned that a little bit in last week's message, the fact that Paul was exhorting the Gentiles not to be arrogant because, well, after all, God has rejected the Jews, so we are now God's chosen people. That was kind of the mindset that they had. Not that it was the right mindset, but it was the mindset that they had. We see this continuing in verse 25 where Paul says, lest you be wise in your own eyes, meaning you're not wise to others, and especially not towards God, but in your own eyes, just to make sure, let me put a little check on you. What Paul is saying is yes, be confident in your faith. Be confident in who you are in God. You are a child of God, but don't cross that line into arrogance. Well, as we think about Hub Sunday and as we think about the idea behind Hub Sunday, that we come here in the church, we come to a place like this, or maybe we participate in a small group during the week or whatever it might be, and we come and we are hubbed together like the hub of a wheel. We come together, but then we go out and we make an impact in the world, or at least that's what we're supposed to be doing. And we can only do that if we don't focus so much on being the hub, although that's important, but on going out. See, if we don't go out, it's because maybe we're too arrogant. We think God is ours. We think God is only for us, or that God only wants to meet us in a group-type setting of some way. But, well, the Bible's clear that that's not the case. And, in fact, that's part of the reason why the Jews had rejected God, and God had therefore rejected the Jews, at least for a time. So, anyway, that is our Hub Sunday this week. Again, Romans chapter 11, finishing off this chapter before next week transitioning into a pretty well-known set of verses, Romans 12, 1 and 2. But as we're going to find out, those verses aren't just there in isolation. The book of Romans doesn't start with Romans 12. It has a continuation, a huge switch in what Paul's intention is for that part of the letter. But if we don't have the end of chapter 11, well, the beginning of chapter 12 doesn't make near as much sense. So, Hub Sunday, this week, we're looking at Romans 11, 25 through 36, and trying to encourage us to not be arrogant, but to be confident, and confident enough to not only live out our faith, but to share that faith verbally with others as well.